Yeah, just the action items, just so the public's aware of the welcome breakfast being discussion on action item. Once recognized by the chair. Limited time on discussion will be implemented or something.
Yeah.
This way it's not like a day thing, yeah. That's what, as soon as I read that, I was like, oh no.
Okay, we ready?
I'm gonna have 6 minutes for that.
Welcome to BOCC meeting for September 9th. Would you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Welcome. And we have the agenda approval.
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
First and second. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Chairman Bullock,
Yes.
motion passes.
And on to the consent agenda.
All right, on today's agenda, I have the September 2nd meeting minutes. I have a temporary pay increase for Dia Weller, DHS, a promotional period increase for Dylan Brunmeyer and for Shelby Orr, both at DHS. I have a bonus for Robert Gilbert for completing his service as a management fellow. I have a pink sheet and a green sheet for Robert Kennedy. He was supposed to start the road and bridge, as instead working at the jail. We already put through the green sheet for road and bridge, so we're drawing that and putting forward the new one. Comp time payout for Marlon Rapo, a sick time donation for Tyler Aldretti from Chrissy Aldretti, resignation from Stuart Pino in the jail, and the KLJ extension agreement from last week.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
First and second, any discussion? Actually, I have a question. Is it Rodney Kennedy or Robert? Because I think you said Robert.
Rodney.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's correct. Call for the vote.
Yep. Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Chairman Bullock,
Yes.
motion passes.
Appointments.
No appointments.
No appointments.
Do you want to talk to Kathy now or wait for public comment?
6:30 does it. We can do it now if you want. Would you like to go ahead and come up and talk?
Well, just a quick update. The congressman is working on various issues in Washington, D.C. The office is looking at getting some of the appropriations that were done last year in. We were able to look at AmeriCorps funding. We are looking now at TRIO funding, Upward Bound funding. The universities really need that money because otherwise they're going to have to lay off. So we've been looking at those things. FSA concerns in right now in Otero County, the farmers who did put aside some of their farmland until later on because of water issues are not being paid because there's no drought in Otero County. However, the snow melt was not sufficient to provide them the water. And yet FSA is saying there's no drought. I mean, you can't get the money. So we're fighting that in Washington. The staff in Washington is working on that. Did get information on NRCS, and that's another issue that the farmers are not getting paid for soil conservation. And I've gotten the State Office of NRCS to start working on that issue. So if you hear of anything like that, dealing with federal agencies that I can help with, just give me a call. I'll be more than happy to help in any way I can. Do you have any questions that I can help with?
I don't know if any.
Yeah, no, at the moment.
Kathy, just for the minutes,
I'm sorry, I needed to introduce myself. I'm Kathy Garcia. I'm the Southern Colorado Regional Director for Congressman Jeff Hurd, Hurd. Sorry, I usually introduce myself.
Yeah, I got through a loop in there. I should ask too, but thank you.
Just call me anytime. I could be of any help, or
Okay.
if you would like a more detailed presentation, let's say on the big beautiful bill, I can go ahead and do that as well.
Thank
Sounds
you.
great. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thanks for coming. Okay, on the permits. No permits or licenses. But action items.
All right. First up on action items, I have a request for a letter of support from Jason Wilcox of JAJB Properties from the board to apply for a furrowing grant, a forest restoration and wildfire risk management grant. This grant would fund wildfire fuel reduction work on several agricultural ranches and some state-owned land along on County Road 358.
Yeah, and he's on. Jason's online right now.
Their discussion to that item, or we have a little for public comment.
We can discuss that in a second. Okay, let's go with in-house. Go to the podium and state your name.
Great staff, commissioners. Ryan Geese, 6801 County Road 358, Levita. Super happy to offer our support to that as well. I just noticed that in the writing of that, it mentioned family ranches, River Ridge Ranch, and state-owned land. I would like to point out that over like 6.5 miles of County Road 358, there aren't very many houses close to that area. Myself and Dr. Bill Peterson live very close to that road on the last final mile. As you have known from the last several weeks, the fire danger that is intimated along Dr. Bill Peterson and Mr. Ken Simmons' property on 358, if we can make sure that fire mitigation in this grant occurs along their properties as well as mine being the closest to the road. We appreciate that support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you. And online.
I just sent the request in a moment.
Okay, we can hear you now, Jason. Can't see you.
There you are.
Thank you, guys. This is Jason Wilcox. I'm the owner of JAJB Properties. We are requesting a letter of support for the Forward Grant. We've received this grant in the past, in 2022, state fiscal year 2022, we received this grant, and we just recently completed about 119 acres of mitigation on 3 different agricultural properties just outside of Levita near County Road 358. So our intention is to apply for this grant again this year. We are going to work on about 10 acres of the state section that lies right off County Road 358, as well as about 110 acres of agricultural land that spans a couple of different ranches. So I think a lot of you guys probably already know that we've done pretty extensive mitigation work on our own property, which has been serving as a defensible space. If a fire were to move from west to east toward, the subdivision of River Ridge, as well as, infrastructure beyond that, such as the Spanish Peaks Health Center and Lathrop State Park. So our goal is really just to continue working in this area and creating more defensible space, which is also giving first responders access to the property. We've been in some pretty rough areas, especially around the Andrietta's ranch and stuff, where we've created access to those properties that wasn't previously there, which would give, you know, firefighters and other first responders a good way to get in there if they needed to. So we've also started to partner more with some other folks, such as the folks at SPWAP. So we're going to start doing some work with them probably this fall and into the future. And and for the,
Oh, here we go. We're back.
You're back.
oh, go ahead.
Sorry,
So-
you disappeared for a while.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Love the online stuff. Sorry I couldn't be there in person, but I don't know if you caught it that we're going to be doing some work with SPWAP as well this coming year. And then I was just going to say, for the gentleman that just spoke, if he can reach out to me, I think folks there probably have my contact information. We can see if we can get him involved in this program too. Probably for the next grant cycle. So thank you for your consideration and appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. So.
All right, thank you, Jason.
Thank you. Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the letter of support for JAJB Properties for the Forest Restoration and Wildlife Risk Mitigation Grant.
I'll second the motion.
First and second, any other discussion or questions? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Wardell,
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Chairman Porter.
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, next I have for you a request from Sheriff Newman to extend overtime for county jail staff through December 27th, 2025.
Fifth or 27th?
27th.
I'll make a motion to approve Sheriff Newman's request for detention staff to be paid at overtime starting on September 7th, 2025 through December 27th, 2025.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Commissioner Wardell,
Yes.
Chairman Porter.
Yes.
Motion passes. Commissioners, attaches an award letter for a Colorado Parks and Wildlife Backcountry Search and Rescue Grant, county allocation grant, in the amount of $29,342 for the Huerfano County Sheriff's Office. Funding is available on a reimbursement basis, and the grant expires in June 2027. So this is a request to you for you to approve the Sheriff's Office to accept that grant.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve the Colorado Parks and Wildlife Backcountry Search and Rescue County Allocation Award for the Sheriff's Office in the amount of $29,342.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Wardell?
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, next I have for you a secondary manufacturers opioid settlement participation agreement. Colorado has reached settlements with 8 opioid manufacturers: Lovitin, Amneal, Apotex, Kaima, Indivior, Mylan, Sun, and Cytus. They pick great names for these companies. Referred to collectively as secondary manufacturers. Attached is the related opioid settlement participation agreement form for the county.
Make a motion to approve the participation in the secondary manufacturers of the settlement.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? Although I think they were on goods when they did those names. But any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Commissioner Wardell,
Yes.
Chairman Porter.
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, Commissioners, next I have for you a agreement between the county and American Red Cross. These forms represent the agreement with the Red Cross to utilize the Huerfano County Community Center in Walsenburg as an authorized shelter facility in case of emergency need. It also provides updated points of contact for 24/7 access to the facility.
I make a motion to approve the facility use agreement with the American Red Cross for purposes of emergency sheltering in the Huerfano County Community Center.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Wardell,
Yes.
Commissioner
Yes.
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, Commissioners, next, the Huerfano County Tourism Board requests approval to apply for a Colorado Tourism Office grant to produce a modern 20-page commemorative visitors guide that highlights the US 250, Colorado 150, and Huerfano County 165th anniversaries. The current guide is due for a refresh and was designed in 2022. HCTV did approve the project scope and application at the August meeting. So we request your approval of this application. It was already submitted, so no.
I'll make a motion to approve the submission of the Colorado Tourism Office grant applications for the commemorative visitor guide project in the amount of $18,000 with a $4,500 local match.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain?
Yes.
Commissioner Wardell?
Yes.
Chairman Spooner?
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, next I have a request to approve ordering an access control system for 129 Kansas in the amount of $4,243. This is a change from the previously planned system, which was priced at a little more $30K.
And this is going to work, and it's going to work well, right?
It's going to work, and it's going to work well. This is not the store brand system.
Okay. I make a motion to approve the purchase of the Ubiquity Access Control System in the amount of $4,243.
Second motion.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Wardell?
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain?
Yes.
Chairman Spooner?
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, purchase order number 2025-087. This is for Southern Tire Mart for 4 tires for unit 108, which is a 2014 Cat Grader, in the amount of $5,422.76.
Make a motion to approve purchase order 2025-087 for 4 new tires for unit number 108, 2014 Cat Grader in the amount of $5,422.76.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion?
I thought my truck tires are expensive.
Hey, yeah, no. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain?
Yes.
Commissioner Wardell?
Yes.
Chairman Spooner?
Yes.
Motion passes. Next, I have a purchase order number 2025-088 for Cotton Sales and Services LLC. This is for repairs to the airport's Jet A pump, the amount of $2,837.85.
I make a motion to approve purchase order 2025-088 for the airport Jet A pump repairs in the amount of $2,837.85.
I'll second that motion.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Wardell?
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain?
Yes.
Chairman Spooner?
Yes.
Motion passes. Well, last but not least, I have purchase order number 2025-089 for Wagner Equipment Company. This is for a turbo for unit 354, a Cat 970F loader.
Make a motion to approve purchase order 2025-089 for a new turbo for unit number 354 Cat 270F in the amount of $4,112.97.
Second. And this is something that can be reused on like a private vehicle too, or if it goes out.
I will let you and Dustin have the conversation.
Now that could be.
Throw that on my lawnmower. There we go.
Yeah. If it doesn't explode, you'll get done really quick. Okay. First and second, call for a vote.
Commissioner Wardell?
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain?
Yes.
Chairman Spooner?
Yes.
Motion passes. And that is in the next items.
Okay, on correspondence.
All right, in correspondence, you have your CAP reports for August 2025. You have your bulk water monthly volume report, your GPID bill register, and your GPID system totals report. Scanned in a little interesting on this first page. Tonight at 6 p.m. there is a meeting of the Urban Renewal Authority for the city of Walsenburg, and they're having a presentation from Main Street, Colorado, from the Department of Local Affairs. You are invited to attend, commissioners and public. Next is a postcard related to the potential reopening of the core civic facility. And then last but not least, a notice from the state auditor. And we made some progress last week on the audit, but I think we still need to finish up the CFUS. Hopefully we have what we need to do that now, and we should hopefully be on the path to getting that done sooner rather than later.
Good. Very good. All right, on to public comment. Each person has up to 3 minutes to present your comment. Please address the board through the chair. And just know this opportunity to express your views on the board. The board generally does not engage in a back and forth discussion, but state your name and at least your city where you're living prior to providing your comments. First in line. Oh, you already did it. So James.
We thought that was a sign up list.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Not a speaking list, sorry.
Unless you thought of something else that you didn't finish earlier.
Just one thing, I'd like to remind you that we're available to.
Can you state your name again?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Kathy Garcia, Office of Congressman Jeff Hurd. And I'd like to remind you that we are also available to do letters of support when you're filing for any of the federal grants that are available. We'd be more than happy to do a support letter. Okay?
Excellent. Thank you. All right, now, James. Oh, you're safe. Okay. Okay. And Ryan, did you have anything more? State your name.
Again, Ryan Geese, GIES 68401, County Road 358. It sounded like from Jason's comments there that as a designated acres for the grant, and maybe that has to be expanded later. But again, my point of that road, fire mitigation along that road is basically 5 miles of straight open cattle fence line. There's no housing. There's not a lot of trees right there. But in the final mile of that, we have several houses at Levita Pines Ranch. And if that needs to be, maybe Jason can work with us in the next section. There's a lot of slash pile from where San Isabel went through there. They cleared a lot of trees. That stuff's been lying there dead. We've got giant piles of slash, which again, we haven't been allowed to burn that slash. So it would be nice to get some, if that's going to be transported out for carbon sequestration. There's a lot of giant piles there already. Second, we walked in on your conversation about the comments. It is very difficult to see the agenda come out on Friday or Monday and then know that the action and the votes on those items are going to be already taken care of before we get a chance to possibly sway. I know a lot of that work is already, you guys have already made your decisions and conversations about that, but if there's any comment that could sway your vote, it wouldn't happen until after the vote. So it's been difficult for us to address all of you in time for those actions. And I would like to see the comments maybe move forward to at least in front of action items. If not, I know the beginning of the meeting makes everything delay out, but we sit back here and you guys vote and there's nothing that we can say to change those. However, I like the way you vote, and so keep it up.
Thank you.
Well, that's a plus. Thanks, Ryan. And Jeff.
Good morning, Commissioners. Today I come to you. And I'll
Please
give
state
you a
your
quick,
name.
I'm sorry,
Your
Jeff
name.
Aki, address 1360 La Dior Boulevard.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Today I come to you, as a quick little background. 3 years ago, I approached the board and other commissioners and concerning the amount of campers and stuff that are up in the Rio Concheros neighborhood. And shortly after that, the commissioners approved a camping permit, which allowed the people to camp on their land for up to 4 months. And then if approved again, they could camp on their land again for another 4 months of the year. However, this does not seem to be working because as of right now, there's one camping permit in the entire town. And that area is turning into a big campground as with permanent residents. They're not using them as recreational pieces of property. The land is zoned rural residential with a with a conditional use permit for camping as per line 36, I believe, of sorry. Line 36 of the 1.0 county land use rules and regulations. So I'm asking that you have a new proposal coming up to add the homestead. I'm asking that perhaps you could consider rearranging some things in the rural residential as far as camping goes when you're also considering making land use changes. I believe it's on the 9th of October. You have a meeting for that. So that's why I came to you today to express my concerns. We have a overabundance of campers in the area, and the land is actually zoned rural residential with a conditional use permit for camping. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, is there anyone online? See anybody? All right. Very good. On to staff reports.
All right, commissioners, we got a few open positions, land stability system, of course, and loan appraiser, emergency manager, operator, all closing next couple of weeks. And then, of course, deputy and kitchen officer are always open until filled. We have 2 open solicitations, one for on-call real estate broker services, another for an airport consultant. As Jeff just mentioned, we have started a public comment period for housing related changes to land use code. With various goals to raise the minimum lot size, to create a homestead zone. The general goal is to reduce rural sprawl, the sort of proliferation of houses out in the rural area of the county that cuts up ag land and increases the cost of road maintenance without necessarily increasing the tax base sufficient enough to pay for it. And then encouraging growth near existing population centers, places that have utilities already, and preserving, of course, our agricultural lands for agricultural uses. So that will be coming up in the next month or so. Once the planning commission has a hearing on it, it'll probably come before you guys, I imagine, in November. Hopefully, see how we do on that one. Other than that, I have my activities and meetings from last week, which of course was a short week, so got a lot in. Right, too.
You did. All right. And anything from the county attorney?
Nothing new there.
All right. No need for executive session.
Nope.
And we do have an upcoming meeting at 11 for Public Works. So I have a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
First and second. Any discussion? All listen. No.
Well, now if you mention it.
Call for the vote.
Commissioner Liddell?
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain?
Yes.
Chairman Bluder?
Yes.
Motion passes.
We're adjourned. 10:28.